long. The pass here, Sotto checks into the game. Immediate impact from him as well. So they've got the answer so far, Adelaide. 5 of 8.
Nakashoot agad si Kai. Kakapasok lang.
At the other end, it's a contrast. 3 of 10, the Phoenix now at 30%, and none of 3 from deep. Okay, with Adelaide's 2 of 3. Ditch has been doing the damage. Shares it with McCarron. Inside Sotto.
Uy, sayang, malakas. Napalakas.
Middle stage of the opening quarter. Whistle off the ball.
Nashutan kasi siya kanina ni Zhou Qi. Kaya pagkatapos sumot naman siya. Pero sobrang kakapasok lang niya.
37 seconds. 30 seconds, it'll take him less than 10 seconds to get a shot. I mean, if he's smart, what does he have to lose?
Yes, Qi wheeling and dealing inside as well. Passive D play by Johnson, but he's pinged for the foul nonetheless. His first personal chance for a 3-point play here. Zhou Qi is giving him all sorts of problems.
Well, he is. And this is why I tried to go to him early. And Adam Johnson didn't like it. You just see his left leg. He was trying to use that to push right there, lift his left leg up. Not a whole lot in it, but that's what the referee was signalling as well. And this is
61% free throw shooter this season, 50 of 82, Zhou Qi. 12 points, 7 boards, second in block shots, 64% from the field. Would you bring him back next season, Copes?
Certainly would have a look at it. I mean, look, he's been great for the league, blocking shots. He just seems to play a lot better against the stronger big men, Joe Luau, Chul, and those. He struggles against guys like Daniel Johnson because they can shoot from outside. So something you got to look at.
There you go. Can be exploited. Yes. Dusty Hannes creates something very straight away.
Laging floater si Hannes.
About 3.5 seconds.
I think that's what Coach predicted. Here's Liafa, away from Sunday Ditch.
If he's smart, he'll take the next one as well.
Good ball movement, get it outside McLidden. He's open, can't connect. 3-point woes continue for the Phoenix. They're none of 4 from deep.
This is another thing with the Phoenix. Talk about their struggles and talk a little bit about them in the clutch, but they were a team designed to shoot a lot of threes and have to make a lot of threes to win some games. And I remember very early in the season, they had that game after starting really well at Kudos Bank Arena against the Kings when no one could buy three and
nilabas si Zhou Qi.
That was when we were saying they can't have a game like that again, and they've had multiple ones where just everybody has been cold the same night. You look at their shooting ability. Leafa can knock it down. Mitch Creek was shooting at a high clip this season. Cam Glidden, we know his history. Ryan Brockhoff, Kyle Adnam, these guys can all shoot the free ball. Need to knock them down, and just they've had too many nights where they've all been cold. But you know what?
Kung ako si Kai Sotto, papaiba ko yung tattoos ko eh. Kasi yung tattoos bala ni Kai Sotto, yung nasa braso niya, si Poseidon. Tapos yung nasa taas, at sa ibaba din, sa bandang likuran, ay looban, merong fallen angel, parang fallen angel na mukhang bungo. Tapos sa taas, Hades, si Hades. Hades, nagsisignify yun ng hell. Kaya hindi magandang tattoo yun. Kaya kung pag napanood mo to, sana ipabago mo na lang yung tattoo mo sa taas, yung sa braso na part ng Hades. Ipaiba mo. Tsaka yung fallen angel.
Unfortunately, they don't get it either because they would have tried everything they can to fix it. But something that's really stood out for me is their assists. In 2020, when they entered the league, they led the league in assists with just under 19 a game. If Sotto misses that one. And then last season, they were second in the league at 19 a game. And this season, they're dead last in assists per game, just under 15 per game. That means that, one, you're not making shots, yes, but that ball's not zipping around. That's right. Like it used to. This is a team that's first 2 years, as Adam comes in, draws the foul. The first 2 years, they had no issue scoring the ball, leading the league in scoring, but also giving up the most amount of points. So the real question was defense. With all the different rosters, the changes, trying to get everybody out there, they haven't been able to find that to click to who is going to be that guy to pass the ball. Let's talk about last season with Keith Sykes. Yeah, he was injured, Kyle Adams started. Had 13 assists in one game, completely changed the way he played.
Si Duffer Meyer. Puro maliliit yung nasa loob. Si Kyle lang yung malaki. Si Macaron, si Dusty Hanas, tsaka si Duffer Meyer, si Sunday Detch, tapos si kay Sotto. Kala ko ipapasok si Mojave King. Oh, pinasok si Zhou Qi, tapos mukhang si Kyle naman yung nilabas yata Ay, hindi. Ano pa rin? Kyle!
Connect either from close range. Lukemeyer back to Sunday Ditch. He's been connecting, but not on this occasion. Lukemeyer got it back. It's still on the line, according to the referee.
Chance even Barker to get some minutes, get some shots up, because I believe his Frankston Blues in the NBL 1 start their season tonight, and that's a 40-minute game, 40-shot game for Lockie Barker, so hopefully you can get a couple up here.
Spoke about assists. That means everyone's going at their own. Everyone's trying to score themselves.
Gene takes on Sotto, draws a
May foul ba? Parang wala namang foul eh.
Personal sixth team foul on Adelaide in this opening quarter.
I do like the Phoenix have given Zhou Qi that reign. Every time he's on the floor,
Tapal naman
just
eh.
let him go hard. Pick up some fouls. They got a couple of fouls.
Hindi naman mukhang foul eh. Mukhang tapal lang eh.
He picked one up.
Only had 7 and 8 points in the 2 games against Adelaide
Buti na lang hindi
so
shoot.
far this season. So this has been an enterprising start for him to have 7 already.
You mentioned a case just before about with Zhou Qi. I'd love to see him back. I mean, for the Phoenix, I think there's, as you mentioned as well, Copes, certain matchups that he can be really dominant against and have those, and there's others that we see. NBL over the last few years, they love playing small ball, so in those games maybe he doesn't play as much, but there's plenty of opportunity there, and he's had some big games.
6 unanswered points from the Phoenix. They're back to within 1. Hannah's exploring. One in the air against Ashley.
Ay, Kyle! Oh, mapalakas!
1 of 4 from the field. Chance for the Phoenix. Take the lead.
Easy ka lang, easy ka lang.
Sag off him. All he wanted.
Kalma.
Glidden picked off. Dufelmeyer with support. Throws it to Withers, who takes them on and earns a trip to the free throw line.
2-3 zone from the Phoenix, something we haven't seen a whole lot of this season. I don't mind it. Something different. But maybe that's something they could have looked at when their defense was struggling throughout the season. Of look, speaking of Simon Mitchell, a lot of it was okay. Guards once they fixed the bigs, they never found the consistency. Really locking into a 2-3 zone with a certain lineup wouldn't have been a bad thing to try. I mean, we've seen people in the Syracuse zone, they did it so well for so long. If you just lock in the
Wala na kasi to sa home court ng ng Adelaide. Tapos na sa home court ng Adelaide eh. Sa na to eh. Home court na ng Phoenix.
Makes the back end to open his scoring account. Adelaide by 2, a little over 2 minutes out from quarter time. These teams last played round 17. Adelaide led it easily at quarter time. A couple of turnovers now for Brandon Ashley.
Again, playing 9 or 10 guys in the first quarter too is something strange to me. I mean, I know times have changed, especially when we play, but I'm just saying.
Oh! Ano na ba dapat yun? Ay, nilabas si Kai.
On their MVP night next Friday night in Adelaide. Sky City. Nice finish coming off the bench there. Zhou Qi joins the 3-point party.
Another King has.
Ang laki na ng lamang ng Adelaide sa
As soon
Phoenix.
as you get on the floor, the daylight, let it fly.
15.
And he can do that because he's been knocking them down.
15-point lead now for Adelaide. Munford exploring, short-armed it. Johnson the rebound. King working hard for him on the other wing. Hands over to Dupermeyer.
Pinasok na uli si Kai, tsaka si Mojave King pinasok din.
Knocks it down. Chance at a three-point play. Simon Mitchell and the Phoenix have got big problems here.
Well, things are going from bad to worse. Poor shot selection on one end, and then the other end, just a little driving lane. Maybe Mumford was mismatched anyway. He had no choice.
Buti na lang na-shoot to, oh, kahit na na-foul.
This is getting ugly.
22 to 8 in this quarter for Adelaide. Score was 22 all earlier in this period.
Ay, sayang! Ba't mag-miss si Kai? Ang galing pa naman niya sa free throw.
Big lead though for the 36ers. In a rich vein of form. Madden kicks outside, high arc on the shot, wouldn't work there for Terani. Madden kept it alive, did a great job of it. Smallest man on the floor. Gets the O-board, now Glidden wants it down low. Creek in the mismatch here with Tad Dupermeyer. Double team arrives, look, Glidden open, he steps to his right for three.
Buti na lang lumabas.
Johnson again, happy to do the ball carrying duties. Now needs help. Finds Hannes. Working.
Ay, nako. Sabi ko na nga ba mawawala yung bola
Just their second turnover in the game.
Big 2 minutes 50 here for the Phoenix. Down 17.
Natawa na lang siya doon sa mga pinaggagawa niya.
Against Adelaide.
Big 2 minutes 49 just to get some momentum going into halftime. Get something going.
6 and 7 at home this season, the Phoenix. Last year 9 and 9. You're watching.
Wala yung audio. Hindi naman sa akin yung diferensya doon sa kanila sa TV sa station.
He's just he seems a little bit defeated at the moment. He's doing multiple rotations. He threw in a zone early on, as we saw, and they're just trying to change it up to that hard showing now. So let's see if they can get back this lead here in the last 2 minutes.
Well, to be fair, as you mentioned, Coach, what more can he do? He had the stand-up timeout. That would have been a spray. They didn't answer it there, although they had a little good period for the last minute here, but they let Dusty Cutters
Yun!
open it. That man is finishing off the season the right way.
He's found that
He's
right
playing for a contract.
He's playing for a contract. Although it may not be Adelaide, he wants someone to have a look at him.
12 points on 4 or 5 shooting. A couple of threes in the game so far. Margin at 16.
That's been the third or fourth time that Adelaide hit a three down one end, and they try and answer back the Phoenix straight away. But as we're back to Simon Mitchell, was what more can he do in this current situation? We're midway in a game. It's not like we're prepping or whatever. I've just given you a spray to try and tell you what I want. Now it's on you guys to come out and deliver.
That's better. It's Creek, the extra pass to Ashley for the 2. Chance for a 3-point play.
We all know how this league works, though. Not this league, professional leagues. I don't care how good or how bad a player is. At the end of the day, if you're not winning, then the coach is the first one they look at.
Well, we're going to talk a little bit about that over the course of the whole night. I know what's coming up next. But it is, you're right, it's professional sports. What a team.
Ay, naku po, naagaw!
That's a little bit better. Maybe that'll spark the Phoenix. Mitch Creek making things happen.
What a frustrate CJ Brew.
90 seconds out from half-time. Adelaide by 14. They
Grabe! Ay, kaya lang maaagaw pag binato
Don't leave that man open.
Hannah's off the mark. Tarangi the rebound off to Creek. They grab some momentum here, the Phoenix. Scored the last 4. Creek back from Tarangi. Lob pass. Ashley from close range. Hooks inside.
Nahabol na. Ayan, 10 points na lang. Kanina, 16.
It's very good for the Phoenix to try and end the first half. CJ Bruton, good timeout, I think. I know it's a minute 11 to go, but just a couple of things. Yes, she missed a 3, but it started with Sotto not holding that rebound. Mitch Creek got the little hand in there, give an extra 2 points, and that looked too easy down this end. So they stopped the bleeding.
Adelaide's highest half-time score against the Phoenix coming up in this one as Simon Mitchell goes into the huddle there. Recall a timeout last season in Adelaide when Brian Goorjian's team weren't following instructions. He called timeout and I stood behind the huddle. He didn't speak to them at all.
Oh, there was a gift, turned into a gift.
He just stared at them, didn't he? And he looked along the line to
In the second half, is going to win the game. Both making some horrible
5 points lang lamang ng Adelaide.
nice pass, McCartney.
Yes!
Gets the 2
And
draws
1! Pang 6 points ni Kayon. Sana maging 7 ngayon.
the field prior to that.
It's impossible here.
Where's the help?
Well, you think about what CJ Bruton was drawing up, and it was exactly that. He said Ash wanted to go at Brandon Ashley. They expected him to have that little hard hedge. In the end, he went a lot earlier than he would have thought, and Sotto made the right read.
Ay, salamat.
Point play.
Na-shoot. Kanina, hindi shoot yung free throw niya eh.
Adelaide by 8. They're 6 of 11 from the free throw line. Phoenix 6 of 8 in that category. They're up and now with the third foul. Only player over 2 personals. And it's Hannes. Shot clock is single numbers. Firing from deep off the mark. Good response.
Sayang.
Ashley, right place, right time. Adds another 2.
And Ashley the double figures with 10 points, got 5 rebounds.
6
as well.
points lamang ng Adelaide.
Stay out there.
5 of 5 from
Ay.
the field. Show how
Ingat sa bola.
Hannes. Giving himself
Uy,
his own
sayang.
medicine with a
Ito na
snake
shoot.
dribble there, just drawing the foul.
That's exactly what that was. Kyle Adam has done that really well for his career.
They're living from it, really. Doesn't appreciate it coming back the other way. It never does.
Oh, it's something that Delhi really showed what we could do. It did in the NBA, did it for the Boomers, a little snake dribble. Get the defense on your back, and once you can perfect that and the speed of it, then you can start to read how you want to defend the play. If they're going to be really aggressive, trying to fight over the screen, you stop on a dime, they're going to clean you up.
That is a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line.
8 points lamang.
57 of 60 on the season. Here's Adam with a snake dribble there, beating Tarangi outside, off the mark. Another 5 from the field tonight, Ruben Tarangi. Another 3 from deep. Ditch at the other end, can't convert. Kept alive by Adelaide. Hannah's the open look. Off the mark as well. Whistle on the play. And a foul on Brandon Ashley is going to be his 3rd personal. Over the limit free throws to come now for Adelaide.
He's having a terrific game. Just got to stay out of foul trouble. We'll go back to the one before that. That was the silliest one of the lot.
Ayun, tinulak.
Hold my beer.
Tinulak si Kai.
In front of the referee with 2 hands.
I take back what I just said. Exactly right. There's just no need to do it. You're not going to get away with that. And you
Sabi, umalis ka dyan sa harap ko.
now, so you do have your little hands to the back. That's probably a 50-meter penalty in footy.
Did you think
Yes.
this is training or something? Do you not see the referee standing right there?
Well, he is playing terrifically. 10 points, 5 rebounds.
I've seen him turn it on at times as he did in Cairns earlier this season.
Ay, salamat.
Sotto makes no mistakes.
9. 9
points now.
9 points na si Kai.
Including 5 here in the third. Back to a double-figure margin as well. Less than 3 minutes out from 3 quarters.
Mag-double digit sana si Kai sa ano, points. Tsaka taasan mo rin yung rebounds mo, Kai. Tsaka Tsaka yung mga block mo, mag-abang ka ng mga mabablock mo. Magpakitang gilas ka pa din.
8 points on 3 of 3 shooting, 3 assists. Led that category for his team. Goes solo here.
Yes.
Couldn't convert. Sotto the rebound.
Dusty, your shot.
Works into the paint.
Fair to say that
Yes.
one was going up.
Floater na naman.
Coach called you out.
Parating floater si
Don't
Hanas.
need to be told twice.
Listen to your coach. 16 points.
Late season revival from Rusty Hannahs. Good hands.
12 points na pala lamang na Adelaide eh.
Withers gets it to Hannahs. Go on, kid.
Naagaw pa ng Adelaide.
Penetration. Sotto decides he's going to fire the 3.
Yeah! Yes!
Lost for words, coach.
12 points si Kai.
That's hard to do.
Pang-apat na niyan, 3 points yan sa NBL.
Inside the last 2 minutes of quarter number 3 here from John Cain Arena. And after getting back to as close as 4 earlier in this quarter, Phoenix are back down by 15.
15 points.
He hustles his way in against
15.
the loose ball comes
Yes.
to Dufelmeyer. Wants to go solo, takes on Munford and is off to the free throw line. So heads up play there from Dufelmeyer, knowing the foul count, and he's off to the stripe. And he's 1 of 2 so far in this game.
It's been quietly good this season in Tattoo Fly. They've done a whole lot. Struggled early, and again, they struggled early, I think, because of the same thing I mentioned before with Hannahs and Withers. That they weren't who the 36ers wanted them to be. So I put a little bit more pressure on him to have to step up and not necessarily score the ball, but just to be a bit more involved. I think they've slowly started to find where he can have success alongside Mitch McCann, alongside Sunday Detch in the future.
Averaging 4 points in 13 minutes.
Yes.
25 of Adelaide's 26 games. Season
17.
points came against Perth in round 14 as we go courtside to Matty Gary.
Certainly more relaxed in that timeout for the 36ers, edging out that lead there. Coach saying just keep going back to what's working, and obviously that is putting pressure on the rim. Stay locked in on defense.
Yes, turnover na naman.
11th turnover for the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix.
11 turnover na lang ng Phoenix.
A bit to play.
Out to 17 points. It's right, as Matt Garrick said, it's a simple game right now.
If it's working, you go back to it. Hands up, don't need to fix it.
Sort of 1-3-1 zone. We've seen a little bit
Oh,
from the Phoenix.
Adelaide's highest score of the season, 100, came against the Phoenix back in round 17. As I mentioned earlier, the last 9 games between these teams all decided by single figures, so let's hope that transpires and we see the fight back we need here to adjust the clock. But CJ Bruton,
mukhang tuwang-tuwa si CJ 17 points lamang eh. Tuwang-tuwa siya.
A little trick play here, but if you scream in the bloke's name, there's a good chance that the Phoenix will be locked into it. Maybe. There you go.
Buti na lang nakakuha pa rin ng white.
Dufelmeyer, the reverse wouldn't work for him. Qi the rebound, and now Munford. Inside the last 60 seconds of this third quarter, Munford penetrating.
Oops, buti na lang, hindi pa rin shoot.
Out of court. Last touch by Adelaide.
I'm not happy there thinking he got fouled.
Hindi maganda gano laro ngayon ni Mitch Creek eh. Yung star player ng Phoenix. Si Zhou Qi maganda yung laro kanina. Kaya lang nilalabas-labas kasi kaya nawawala yung
Still has some work to
momentum eh.
14. Johnson, hands over. Dufelmeyer, shot clock to single numbers. Foul's going to be called on Qi here for pushing Sotto into Munford. So free throws to come.
I just don't see how a team who
Sino si free throw na naman yata si Kaya?
That's one thing they do well is find the open baseline out of bounds, executing the sets, and there it is again. It's not much in it, but it's just unnecessary. You don't
Ayan,
have
si
to
Kai
do
na
it
naman.
with two hands.
Naku,
Just
ipasok
push
mo
them
yan,
out of the way.
Kai, please.
I don't know how they were
Yes!
7-2 or
6-2 on top of the ladder at the end of round 9.
6-2 on top of the ladder, and how do you fall off with the same talent? Then you lose one player. That one player with all this talent shouldn't make that big of a difference.
But they did have a soft
Yes!
something thrown to
14 points na si Kai. Malaking tulong talaga yung mga free throws kasi tumataas yung points mo samantalang hindi kumukonsumo ng oras. Kaya mababa lang yung minutes ng playing time ni Kai pero ang taas na ng points niya.
Shots here just to try and steady the bleeding.
That is three-quarter time, so 1 quarter to play. Adelaide will turn for home with a
14 points lamang ng Adelaide sa end ng third quarter.
60. Stay with us here on Friday Night Hoops. Phoenix haven't had it under 4 points since the opening quarter. But they are grabbing some momentum here at the moment. Middle stages of the final quarter. Anna's in a mismatch here against Creek. Let's fly. He's off to the free throw line, where he's 2 of 2 in the game.
Again, simple basketball, get the ball down to Mitch Creek. He's 3 of 12 for the night, but 5 minutes to go. The defense still knows he's your main man. They're still going to be looking for where he is. They're
Naging
going to try and
6
stop
points
him,
na lang
even
yung
though he's
lamang
having
ng
a tough night from
Adelaide
the
eh.
field.
Well, they actually tried to get Glidden coming off a screen, and DJ switched out on him.
Nangyari naman yung paghabol nung wala si Kai sa
That's a
loob.
smart move because he's very good on that box when he gets going.
Kakapasok lang uli ngayon ni Kai
Equal most they hit this
nung
season.
naging 4 points na lang lamang.
Players who have connected on a triple. That's good variation. Sunday did a quick outlet pass for Johnson. Inside the last
Ingat kayo
5
sa
minutes.
bola.
It's a 4-point ball game. The Phoenix are coming hard.
Sure ball nyo yan.
18 points to 8. As the scoreline sits at three-quarter time. Ditch baseline working on Creek.
Talagang ano eh,
Looked like an offensive
buhaya talaga.
is called. Sunday Ditch picks up
Buhaya kasi talaga eh.
The offense, once again, has been about 3 or 4.
Buhaya kasing Sunday Dead yan eh. Parating pasikat.
Look at it, just the ball was staying in Sunday Ditch's hands. He was trying to make something happen, and right there, not a whole lot in it, but as soon as the hand gets up above the shoulder,
Kanya dinere-diretso bola, hindi na pinasa kahit kanino. Buti na lang, naaga uli.
for the Phoenix is McCarron penetrating, nothing on offer.
Sayang na, sana napasa kick kayo yun kanina.
Nice, gets it done, draws a foul.
Well, I think it's going to count, but the foul is going to be on Kai Sotto. There, underneath, they're just being a bit overzealous on the rebound.
Well, that's 4 fouls now on Adelaide in this quarter. Still 4.5 to play.
It's a bonus, so Creek's going to go down the other end and shoot a couple.
In fact, they are over the limit, yes.
Not a whole lot in that.
No, a little bit of acting, but
A little bit of mayonnaise now on your reckon? Translates to 2 points, you'll take it?
Southeast Melbourne Phoenix. This comeback of the year for the Phoenix would be this game.
Ay, salamat.
They can get
Nakuha naman.
the game here. Close range.
Oo,
Sotto and Munford.
Oo, bakit mag-aaway? Si Macaron, tsaka
Once you go to the play, he's always going to get in there and have his teammates back. And a little bit of extracurricular. Let's have another look at this. Daniel Munford.
tingnan natin, nasa si Macaron. Ayan na.
elbow to the knee.
That was on 3-1. 3-1. Hit.
Si Daniel John, si Macaron nagtatanggol kay Kai. Pinagtatanggol ni Macaron si Kai.
Not like back in your day, Copes.
Well, the Phoenix have taken 8 free throws at three-quarter time. They've taken 9 here already in this quarter. And they're in the bonus.
Yeah, Gruden being a bit upset now because they've been terrific for the majority of the night.
Tinatabig ni kayong kamay nung katabi niya.
All over.
20 to 10 since three-quarter time.
Oh,
Getting it up the floor here. Mumford reaching in will be called for the foul. That'll be his third person.
Just a little bit we've seen from the Phoenix. At times when they're desperate in games, they full court press. I spoke about how the zone could look good for them. This looks good for them as well. And we keep talking about how much steps they have trying to rotate players. If you want to keep players fresh, then this should be probably the defense to try and play more often than not. Get up and in, do what they're doing, face guard, run and jump, do all these other different things to really jump it up.
You got enough players to do that, enough guards to do that, and you have guys asking you to come out if you're doing it the right
No
way.
question.
Shot clock to single numbers here as Adelaide into their offense late. Hannahs, Johnson.
Ayun!
Tried
Ay!
to pass, deflected, came to
malayo eh! Napalayo yung pase eh. Sayang.
They close to within 4.
Pang sana eh. Pang alley-oop eh.
Phoenix will restart. Mitch Creek getting a little animated, a little animated. I think Glidden has been good, continues to be good. It's back to a 1-point ball game.
Si Kay naninira eh.
Since the opening quarter.
How does he get that wide open 5 times, 10 times?
Great question. Anyone that's hurting you from deep.
Johnson this time decides to fire.
Ay, salamat.
Triple. Cut, copy, paste. Back to you, coach.
First score of the final quarter for Daniel Johnson. Took over 3 minutes out from the decision here.
He's open again, Ken Glidden.
They're switching, but it's not using the same energy.
Brett finds that wouldn't work. That's been his night shooting-wise. None of 4 from deep. 3 of 13 from the field.
That's just unacceptable.
Johnson, Brendan actually was see where he was trying to get to for the hedge, but
Siguro kaya naninira si Kay kasi siya ang tinitira muna. Hindi lang nakikita. Kadalasan naman ganun eh.
3:04 left on the
Kaya
clock.
lang
36
gumaganti
is
lang
plenty to
eh.
think about at the moment.
Circles Kai. Step in and power without pushing on that. In this catch here, it's throwing back, or you've got the room to drive it. You got the driving angle. Set him up, get a fucking head. We need to get these guys. Yes. If defensively right, they're in the bonus. So if they drive, it's you've got the man that you sit in on, and then you guys need to show. Freaky's going to keep the basketball. He's going to go to work. No fouling. But the punch is on. You keep setting the punch because you got Ashley in transition.
Cam Glidden has
Kala mo siya, championship eh, no bearing game pala.
this final quarter. And knocked down 5 threes. 32-year-old, his 10th season in the NBL. What the future held for him.
No bearing game para sa Adelaide.
His best, averaging 4 points and 22 threes at 36%.
I always thought that if they got fully healthy, their lineup would have been Munford, Glidden.
Ang standing ng Phoenix, pang 5 sila eh.
Their starting lineup or what they're trying to close games with. But again, we just talking about confidence, coach. All the different lineups trying to throw guards in there, it was clearly going to affect a guy like Ken Glidden.
Let's go courtside to Matty Garrick.
Yeah, look, the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix timeout there. Coach just had one word in capital letters. He didn't say much, and all it said was penalty. They need to get to the line. He said put pressure, lock in, put pressure on the rim, and make use of Adelaide in foul trouble.
3 on the shot clock. Duplemeyer needs to get busy. Tough shot, couldn't connect. Johnson thought he was pushed by Ashley. Referees didn't see it that way.
Humihingi ng foul si Johnson.
Whistle on the play. They want the 2 to count.
Counted!
So they're going to count
Counted!
Sotto.
Eh ano pataas Hindi pa naman pababa yung bola nung tinamaan ni Kaya. A foul ni Kai.
Impact in this game, but it just didn't have to do that. That was already called.
Shucks.
Fans getting value for money tonight at John Cain Arena. The last home game of the season for the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix, who head to Perth on Sunday to complete their season duties. And it's a 1-point ball game, 2.5 to play. Johnson hands over to Sunday Dead. She's happy just to control things for the moment. He waves McCarron away. Here's Dukelmeyer. Sotto out there as well. No Dusty Hammers. Dead.
Wow!
Just got a fingertip on it. Worked it back to Dukelmeyer.
Buti na bawi ni Kai. Diyos ko.
Great awareness from Dukelmeyer not to just launch it from deep. Tell you what, we've all been waiting all week for the game that's after this, so there's absolutely no reason why this won't go to overtime.
Waited a little bit longer, you think.
Talagang iipitin. Dadagan na naman ni Kayong kalaban eh.
Copeland told you.
It's also on Kai Sotto as well. Knowing the shot clock is running down, a lot of people might just
Ay,
try to
siya.
get ready to get the offensive rebound if there's a late heave. Just to keep with that seal.
It's 5 assists for Dukelmeyer now. Equal game high. Zetch also has 5. Likewise, Munford. Glidden got over.
Shucks! Naiiwan! Shucks!
Just a little give and go.
That's just,
Tayo na!
I'm sorry. And I like Dick. I know he plays
Di pala 3 points, buti na lang eh.
He's that hot.
At least tayo lang. Tagal pa ng oras.
Adelaide popped the question. Dukelmeyer shares it. Sotto fires.
Ay! Sayang! Ay!
Gets after it. Beatens off to Munford and now Creek.
Fine, good.
Inside the last 90 seconds.
Carey taking the assignment. Cam Glidden.
Munford lost his balance. Beats the ball outside Liafa.
Ah! 3 points na lamang. Shucks.
Climb to their feet.
Oh, boy. That was Cam Glidden then the
Di pa tapos.
nothing offense.
Di pa tapos ang laban. Huwag muna kayo magbunyi.
He's a little give and go. Sunday Dex just fell asleep. We don't often see that from him when he knows he's guarding Cam Glidden who's on
Allah.
fire tonight. This one is tough, but Johnson hands were down, inviting that shot.
Kasi pinabayaan. Ang laki-laki ng lamang kanina. 17 points ng Adelaide. Tapos pinabayaan. Ito naman kasing coach eh. Sana maaga pa lang. Nagtawag na ng overtime. Pinaabot pa na na maaabutan na sila eh. Tsaka pa lang nag-overtime.
Layups and just working to his spot. One of these grooves.
Dapat sa umpisa pa lang pinutol na niya yung momentum ng kalaban.
Always looking forward to finding him. It's really good.
17 biglang ngayon naging lamang.
That's great shooting, but that's terrible defense.
Well, a lot of them, as we've seen, like right here, trying to hit plenty. You've got to stay locked in and make someone else be Sunday Ditch. That ball, Brandon Ashley, Mitch McCarron. Mitch McCarron is a really good post defender. I'm living with that. What I'm not doing is going to turn my head and let Cam Glidden get an easy look at a three.
Well, they're energised now, the Southeast Melbourne Phoenix. They were down 17 in the second quarter and again 17 in the third. They've got 32
Inanahan
points
na
here
naman
in the
to ng
final
Phoenix.
quarter. Highest scoring final quarter of the season was New Zealand's 35 against the Phoenix in Bendigo in round 19. So Adelaide have got
Nilabas si kay Sotto.
the ditch in the corner. It's off the mark. Dukelmeyer, the
Nilabas
offensive
na.
rebound. They can reset. Ditch is 3 of 9 from long range in game number 100. This time looks for some penetration kicks. Withers for the three.
Ah!
They didn't need a three, but they went for it. That's what they were looking for. Was a
Dapat si Detch tsaka si Johnson mga nagti 3 points.
after that, just put your head down and try and be aggressive as quick as possible.
Adelaide over the limit in terms of fouls. Phoenix
Yes! Yes!
Munford lost it there. Deflected out of court last touch by the Phoenix. And the I'll check it in the replay centre there, but this is a season for the Phoenix. It's been so close for them. 10 of their 13 losses have been by single figures. They're going to come up short by a couple of games. On the replay, what are your thoughts?
So they've called Adelaide ball, so there's going to be sufficient to overturn it.
Adelaide ball. I think it's Adelaide ball.
Looks like Mumford right there, that last one. It's going to be that right angle, I believe. Just trying to, so it's this second grab, no, it's this one right there. I think it's going to be hard to overturn. Only Arthur's gone to take it out already. Sunday Ditch doesn't seem too confident. So if I'm Adelaide, what I'm not doing is setting up to play defense like I'll be getting down the other end, play a chess game. Because if it's 50-50 replay center looking, oh, okay, everyone's set up. All right.
David turned it. Phoenix get possession. Let's check the shot clock. 6 seems a little skinny. With it, Creek against Withers, high off the window, wouldn't work.
Buti na lang, hindi shoot.
Down 3, delayed 30 seconds to play.
Sure ball. Net. Ay, shucks. Konti na lang yung oras.
Get it out to him now. Behind the back, 2 for Mile, left open.
Oo. Huwag kayong magtagal. Kayong naghahabol. Yes! Woo! Tay! Bakit 91 lang? Hindi ba 3 points yun? Parang nasa 3-point area siya.
He got to the corner, just had his
Nakatapak
foot
ba
on
sa
the line.
line? Yan.
Oh, absolutely.
Ay, sayang.
That hurts.
Konting tapak lang.
That is a 2.
Sayang.
Less than 14 seconds on the clock.
Straight away.
Oh, absolutely, you got to power.
Straight away.
No bearing na rin naman yata yan maski sa Phoenix eh.
Took too long.
Laglag na rin naman yata sila eh.
Sunday Ditch.
Remember the game when these
Kahit
teams played
manalo
in
sila
Adelaide, round
dito
14.
eh.
Came down to the wire in that game. Both teams were in front in the last quarter. Jamie Bourman
Parang
actually
kala
came
mo
on that
championship yung
occasion.
pinaglalabanan.
Was out with COVID protocols. Tyler getting real tight once again. So Adelaide is
Hindi na pinasok si Zhou Qi ah.
winning at
Ba't
home
kaya?
against Melbourne.
Kanina ang ganda ng laro ni Zhou Qi eh. Sa umpisa pa lang, double digit agad siya eh.
36ers. Is only up to pass the ball in. Putting 2 guys on Glidden, 1 on Mumford. Want Brand Ashley to catch the ball.
Sayang naman. Tamo, 17 points, natalo pa kayo.
Didn't foul straight away. And now
Lamang kayo kanina.
Sunday Ditch is third.
Buti na lang, no bearing game yan. Pero kahit na, sayang pa rin. Pinapakita pa rin na yung problema ng coach.
This season, Leah,
Yung coaching na to, ng Adelaide.
we've spoken about free throws.
Hindi naman ako nagagalit kay Coach CJ Bruton kasi nakakaawa siya. Kasi nagkasakit siya dati, nagkaroon siya ng cancer. Kaya lang, nakakainis naman minsan kasi mga pinaggagawa niya eh.
Still too much time left. Probably foul.
Sana matuto ka naman dyan sa mga maling nagagawa mo dyan.
Three.
They're not in the bonus.
Here's Duple-Meyer. Slow pass. Johnson, the 3 ball. It's off the
Ayan. Sige pa. Wala pa rin. Wala na. Sayang, oh. Sana si Detch ang tumira. Imbis na si Withers. Mas swerte si Detch ngayon eh.
Offensive rebound.
Sayang, 3 points. Nanalo pa yung Melbourne samantalang down sila by 17 points kanina. Tuwan-tuwa yung mga audience kasi sa home court nila yan ng Phoenix.
This last play.
Bale, naka 14 points si Kai. Di na siya pinasok, nilabas siya kasi may mga mali rin siyang nagawa eh. Netong fourth quarter, netong malapit na matapos.
6 rebounds with 24 points. He was outstanding. They came back from 17 points twice and they were down 16 in the fourth.
Sino? Player of the game, Cameron Gladon yan. 24 points. Laki pala ng points yan ah.
They salvaged a lot there right at the end. The Southeast Melbourne Phoenix. Cam Glidden, the Foot Locker player of the game, had 12 points in that final
Bakit
quarter.
kaya hindi na pinasok si Zhou Qi?
Came up with what a result for them. We'll be back with more to wrap it up right after this.